we hear all the great benefits of intermittent fasting, but are there any side effects? This is not clickbait. Before I begin, let me give you a quick rundown what intermittent fasting is. It's basically a schedule between periods of eating and not eating. It's not eating any food for a period of time. There are various fasting types and methods, which is for another topic, but in short, it's usually between 16 to 24 hours. You know, our ancestors were definitely onto something, and it's been practiced in almost every religion with some element of fasting. Whether that's a 30-day fast with Ramadan or a one-day fast on Yom Kippur. People were fasting when we first stepped foot on earth. When we hunted and couldn't find anything to eat, our bodies evolved, enabling to function without food for extended periods of time. Today, we still have that same biology. So while you're fasting, you aren't eating anything, but it's fine to have water, tea, or even black coffee. Now, there are tons of research on intermittent fasting with immense health benefits, such as faster weight loss, keeping your heart healthy, increased mental clarity, better sleep, and improved hormonal balance, just to name a few. I know many people, and including myself, who have been doing intermittent fasting for many years and reaping those benefits. Now back to the big question, are there any side effects? And the answer is yes. But first, let me explain why. 1. The most common side effect that people get involves their psychological behavior. We are so conditioned to eat unconsciously that some of us turn to eating because we are either too stressed, bored, anxious, or have that association with doing an activity that involves food, such as sitting on the sofa or sitting at your desk while munching onto some foods. You've conditioned yourself over time by doing this. Your subconscious relates to a certain thing you do, and the association kicks in with eating or drinking. To be honest, your first couple of fasts will be tough, but it does get so much more easier afterwards. Trust me, it will be such a rewarding feeling you've never felt before. So power through the first week and you'll start to see and feel the changes. So knowing this, drink lots of water to keep your tummy full. Within 30 minutes of waking up, drink at least 12 ounces. If you feel hunger shortly afterwards, drink another 12 ounces or more. I sometimes have a tea near the end of my fast if craving for any foods. Also, I found having a busy schedule will help immensely. One thing intermittent fasting will teach you is that what you thought was hunger was most likely thirst or boredom. It's so rewarding when you actually see the whole picture as you look back to see your old habits on how you associated doing something with food. 2. Some others may feel tired, spacey, dizzy. Get lots of water throughout the day and make sure you get adequate rest. Your body is no longer getting the constant source of fuel you used to get from eating all day long. So, expect to feel a little sluggish those first couple of weeks. Try to keep your day as relaxed as possible so you can exert the least amount of energy. You might want to give your workouts a break when first starting off, or just do some light exercising, or try yoga. Getting extra sleep may also help. When your body adapts after a while, you actually will have more energy when you're fasting. It sounds weird, but it's true. 3. Some or most may experience headaches at first. It's not due to dehydration, but more similar to withdrawal symptoms. It's similar to headaches you experience when you quit drinking coffee cold turkey. Headaches can also be caused by blood sugar levels decreasing and by stress hormones released by your brain while fasting. With time, your body will get used to this new eating schedule, but try to remain as stress-free as possible. Headaches tend to go away after your first couple of fasts, so just remember, drink lots of water and get some fresh air during your fast. Your body starts to adapt and adjust, and your headaches should go away after 1 to 2 weeks. Now, if it continues, I do recommend seeing a doctor, as there is most likely an underlying issue to a bigger problem that's not related to fasting. 4. Some may feel colder or experience cold fingers and feet. So when you're fasting, more blood is traveling to your body fat to help move it to your muscles where it can be burned as fuel. Due to this increased travel to your body fat, vasoconstriction occurs in your fingertips and toes to compensate. It's common to experience this in your fat loss process. So, to combat coldness, try sipping on some hot tea, taking warm showers, wearing extra layers, and avoiding being outside in the cold for prolonged periods of time. 5. Heartburn can be experienced by some. Your stomach produces acid to help digest your food. It does produce it when you're not eating as well. Although the body produces less stomach acid while fasting, heartburn is a commonly reported complaint during short fasts and the early stages of a longer fast. The body would produce extra digestive juices when you eat, but it can be misled by your brain. Thinking about food or smelling it can give your body an impression that a meal is on its way, causing it to generate acidity. An excellent tip for heartburn is having a cup of mint tea, which works wonders. 6. Your brain needs glucose for energy. If your blood sugar levels are too low, you might feel sluggish, cranky, and experience trouble with concentrating. It will take some time before your body gets accustomed to your new eating routine, but once your body adjusts and adapts, you'll be less cranky and eventually it will go away. What really helps is to ensure you have carbs that are cruciferous veggies, which really carries over to your completed fast. Foods like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower are full of the F word, fiber. When you're eating erratically, it's crucial to eat fiber-rich foods that will keep you regular and prevent constipation. Fiber also has the ability to make you feel full, which is something you may want if you can't eat again for 16 hours or more. 7. I've met so many people who fast or have fasted that have always relied on coffee. The problem is that they've increased their caffeine intake and also becoming a coffee addict. Consuming caffeine, even in moderation, can cause anxiety. Caffeine stimulates the brain, which makes it addictive. When people become addicted to caffeine, they may experience symptoms of withdrawal, including headaches, fatigue, and moodiness. I suggest to try a herbal tea that doesn't give you the jitters or being addicted. Tea can keep you alert and at the same time have that calming feeling the last few hours before your fast is done. 8. Overeating or going to the extreme seems to happen with some people once you break your fast. Some feel they can go all out on treats, desserts, or junk food as a reward. I'm not saying you can't, but don't overdo it. Everything within moderation. This may affect some of us from a psychological point, as some may have more sugary foods due to cravings or overdo calories on their foods. There are many ways to combat this, and first know what your macros are. Know how many calories you can have within your eating window and not go over it. A good tip that I do all the time is to pre-plan my meals. Once I break my fast, I get the necessary nutrients from my protein, fats, and carbs. Having also fiber and complex carbs keeps you fuller until your next fast ends. Okay, a lot of the side effects you may experience, you just have to power through the first couple weeks or month. As well, all these points I've mentioned, some or most of these points you may not even experience them. For example, I had the heartburn for a couple weeks and headaches the first week, but never experienced any of the others. Alright guys, so once you finally break your fast, you'll feel an appreciation with that first bite. It'll be so rewarding as you begin to look at food differently, and especially seeing all those health benefits attached to intermittent fasting. So guys, share some of your experience if you already gone through it, or drop any questions below. And until the next video, I'll see you guys then, and take care.